Fox News spreads yet another lie and gets it disastrously wrong. After reports of a fiery crash at the US-Canada border, this is how Fox News decided to cover it.
Alexis McAdams is reporting that according to high-level police sources, the explosion was an attempted terrorist attack. A lot of explosives in the vehicle at the time. The two people who were in the car are deceased. One Border Patrol officer was injured. Driving from the U.S. apparently to Canada, and we're trying to drive toward the CBP building. So all bridges in the area have been closed. All government buildings in the area have been evacuated.
So this is a hallmark of terrorist groups. We saw both Sunni and Shia terrorist groups using this in Iraq. So, of course, in Iraq, we had al-Qaeda in Iraq, and then later ISIS that we used these tactics. But don't forget that Iran also trains and equips Shia groups who've used these tactics as well. So,
of course, we've seen VBIEDs at the World Trade Center in 1993. We saw it at the Murrah building in Oklahoma City. After that, you have to wonder who would be behind this and what is the motive. The fact that this was perpetrated, apparently, against a Border Patrol or Customs and Border Protection facility.
A terrorist attack. Despite no evidence supporting this claim, and instead of waiting for the facts to come out like most news organizations would, they ran with this for almost 2 hours. Because in the MAGA reality, facts and evidence don't matter. And then when the facts started to come out, they had to walk it back just a little bit.
Now, we told you earlier that there was an explosion because there were explosives inside the car. And now authorities are apparently walking that back just a little bit, saying it's unclear if there were explosives or how many explosives. And so you can see as the fog clears on this, Aaron, they're kind of getting a better idea of what's happening. So is there a potential that this thing was going at such a high rate of speed that it was going toward the bridge that might possibly it had maybe few explosives or no explosives and still created this explosive event at the bridge?
I'm going to say yes, 100%. Here's my concern.
But it was too late. The lie had already spread far and wide across the MAGAverse, and many MAGA cult members were already spreading this misinformation and, of course, blaming it on President Joe Biden. And then even after Fox News walked back their own reporting, they still find a way to blame it on President Joe Biden.
And what happened at the border today sent chills through most Americans. It was scary. People didn't know if it was a terrorist attack. We didn't know exactly what was happening or what the motive was. It made us ask ourselves, could it have been related to the open border policies of the administration? Was it simply an accident? We don't know, but it caused us all to think. Congressman Dan.
You know, most Americans who live outside of this MAGA Fox News bubble would wait for the facts and the evidence. But when you live in the MAGA alternate reality and have been continuously fed lies and propaganda, like the election being stolen, facts and evidence don't matter, and everything will be Joe Biden's fault. And even despite the evidence that this was not a terrorist attack, the right-wing conspiracy theories are going to be endless. The right-wing media is a cancer. They are vile. The only thing they care about is riling up their MAGA cult because anger sells.